ladies, thanks for coming back to my channel. My name is Dynasty, the owner of Melanin Styles. In today's video, I'm showing y'all a wig tutorial and I'm also giving y'all story time. I provide installs, braids, locks, and luxury virgin hair in the New York area. My goal is to be the perfect stylist for you. First, I'm going to be showing you ladies how I got this rich, vibrant, colorful color, and I also add this color on top of gray, as you can see. And this is the same hair that is from my collection that I also use, I want to say 1 to 2 videos ago, and this is the same unit. This is the third time I done install it, and sadly I have to use it for my birthday because my vendor shipped out my wig late, and it's gonna be here like a day or 2 after my birthday. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to show y'all how I colored and install my lace, and I'm doing it as a voiceover because I'm not comfortable yet with recording and talking at the same time. The purpose of my channel is to be a reference point for other stylists, for them, to take tips and notes of how I do things, and also for my customers to see how I do my work. I do also want to get into get ready with me, girl chat, and story times. Today's story time is going to be about a time a girl stole my business from me. Well, she tried. Obviously, it didn't work, or I wouldn't be here. It's also somewhat 2 story times. In this story time, there will be receipts. Everybody's name will be changed somewhat. Screenshots are real, obviously, because there's no cap in my rap. Everybody in this story time name will be changed, and the screenshots, obviously important information is covered. I don't know if anybody would try to come in the comment section and point anything out. I will hope not. I doubt it. I'm a small YouTuber. So the screenshots are going to match up with the person I'm talking about, and the characters, we're going to name them Elmo, Sandy, and Dior. All right, so one day, Elmo, she had texted me saying that she wanted a wig for her vacation that was coming up. I told her, sure, no problem. To give you a background story, I knew Elmo and what I named her, Sandy, for a couple years. We was cool. Like that was my means. Like, no lie, that was really my means. I would say for like the couple months leading up to that event, I really didn't talk to anybody. I really don't talk to people in general. It's not because I feel any type of way. I just be tired and be working. So I can't talk to my friends as much as I would like to because I have a life. So yeah. Anywho, she texted me. She said that she wanted to get a wig from me. Also, if you're my friend, I do your hair for free. Because why? Because you're my friend, and I also need pictures. If I'm going to do people hair for free, I might as well do one of my man's hair. Feel me? So she asked for a unit. I had texted her privately. I asked her if she, what was her budget. She told me her budget, and I was working with her budget. So when she first told me she had a trip, I had a on-hand 13 by She said she needed a wig, and the wig that she needed, it needed to be uncustomized because she was taking it to a stylist to put the lace on for her vacation. Cool. When I said, does she want the 30-inch, at the time I was selling the 30-inch for like $450, and because she said her budget was around $500, I was trying to sell her the 30-inch for $380. Again, she didn't want nor need the 30-inch because the lace was already customized and her stylist don't accept customized wigs. So she also stated that she wanted a 13x6 because she wanted to do a side part, which is very essential to this story. Cool. She wanted 28 inches, 180 density. Obviously, her hair was deep wave, a very curly deep wave, full 3 bundles because my vendor put 3 bundles in the 180 density wig. And this is the breakdown to her order. I'm going to put it on the screen somewhere, the screenshots. So, her hair was $325 wholesale price. Remember, I said I wasn't going to add, I guess you say, my commission fee for her getting her the wig because, again, that's my friend. So, her wig was $325. I may say also, this is very important, $325 for a 13x6 180 density wig. $325, I may say that's a deal, but I shall go on. On my site, I have that same wig for the same inches listed for $465, and I was helping her save because also she could have gotten the wig from her stylist, but again, she was working with her budget because for that same wig, her stylist was charging $570, and on top of that, she was going to have to pay another, I think she said she was going to pay another $150, $175, no more than $200 for the install. So I was going to just give her the wig for $325, and she was going to go ahead and get her $150, $175 install. So we settled on $325 for a 13x6 180 density 28 inches deep wave wig. Cool. There's going to be a screenshot on the screen that is very important. When I had placed the order, I had told her where we was meeting at. We live in New York, so really and truly, I'm not about to give y'all real, we call that real addresses. So, and we take the trains where we live. We don't do the cars and the driving. I mean, you can, but if you're somebody that's young, you're not going to wait for the bus. You're going to take the train. And that's, as young people, that's what we do. So when we agreed on the 13x6 wig, she Zelled me. I immediately placed the order with my vendor, and I gave her a time estimate. So I believe she placed the order on the Monday, and I told her, I believe, to give the wig enough time that is going to either arrive that next Monday or Tuesday. Right? Cool. When I had said this, I told her, is she close to the train we live by? So the train, we're going to call it. By the way, the streets and the trains is not real, so don't be going looking for anybody on these stops. These are real stops in New York, but this is not our stops. So yeah. So we both live by the 4 train. And the way that the 4 train is, my stop is the last stop. I'm on Nevins. And her stop on the 4 train is Ralph. Now, between Nevins and Ralph, I kid you not, that's 5 stops or less. And the ride itself, 10 minutes. I kid you not. I took that ride the other day. It was literally 10 minutes. So from me to her is a 10-minute ride. Also, in the Uber, I kid you not, she's like 10, 15 minutes away also. So either Uber or train, she's 10 to 15 minutes away. So she placed her order on Monday. Her wig came on Friday in the afternoon, around, I want to say 1 or 2. I told her wig came. I sent her a picture of it. She was very excited. She was like, woo, cool. She was at work and she was about to leave. So she said she was going home now. She was like, meet her on Ralph. That's why I named this stop Ralph. Yes. So she told me to meet her on Ralph. and I'm coming from Nevins. So she was like, are you going to meet me on Ralph on the on the L train? And I was like, no, the 4. And she was like, are you going to take the 4 to Ralph? And I was like, I got to take the train? No, come. Well, I didn't say no. I said, nah, come to Nevins. Because why? In the other screenshot, she said she was coming to Nevins. Also, I told her to come to me, being that I got her the wig for wholesale, so I didn't feel that I needed to bring her the wig on her stop and pay for car fare. I felt that being that I'm on the last stop, she can ride the train to the last stop and literally transfer for free and jump on. In New York, you can transfer stops. You can transfer at stops and transfer to any directions because there's 2 directions that the train go into. So she could have took the train coming down to me, got her wig, didn't even have to pay again to take the train riding right back up to where she lives. Being that if she was coming from work, she could take that train, ride it to the last stop, hop on the other side. Or even, it's just common sense. Like when you buy something from like the store, let's say, don't you go to the store and buy it and pick it up? And I also gave her the option, if she didn't want to come today, come get the wig the day you have to bring it to your stylist, because we're all on the same line. So she would have had to get on the train, ride down to me, jump on the other side, ride to her stylist. Then from her stylist, I guess she could ride back home or to wherever she was going, So basically, in the screenshots, you're going to see that basically she wasn't trying to come to Nevins. She wanted me to go to Ralph and pay car fare. And in the screenshots, you're going to see Sandy jump in like, oh, what you doing that you can't meet her? So now them 2 was telling me, oh, why you can't meet her, basically. What are you doing? So them 2 was basically coming at me, and I'm standing my ground, explaining, like, basically come. And honestly, I didn't have the car fare to come, which I told her. She didn't want that. Also, I suggested the Uber because it was like $10. She didn't want that also. Okay, so in the group chat, she keeps saying that she's not feeling well, that she's not coming to Nevins to meet me, that I should go meet her on Ralph. Then here comes Sandy. She's jumping in also. She's agreeing with Elmo. She's like, yeah, you're a bad business owner. I will not do business with you. What you doing that you can't meet her? If she's already on the train to go from work to go home, she could have stayed on the train to the last stop, Then she's telling me that she's just going through a lot, basically. She said that she was up since like 4 a.m. for work and that she's having cramping. And let's be honest, as business owners, any business owner could tell you whatever the customer has going on, that's on them. But if they arrange a time and place, they need to be there to meet them, which any business owner will understand. But me trying to work with her, I'm telling her how she can meet me halfway. She got so frustrated to the point she asked for the money back, which didn't make sense because, right, she zelled me $325. I made that $325 into her wig. Being that I have her wig with me and she's asking for the money back because she doesn't want to ride 10 minutes to meet me, she asked for her bread back. I was just confused, okay? So if I have the $325, I made her cash into the wig, so you want me to produce cash at the moment even though the cash was your wig. Cool. And I have your wig with me and it's already packaged, ready to go because you've seen pictures of it and I sent it in the group chat. And Sandy was like, it's a detour. Mind you, how's it a detour when all she has to do is stay on? Then they telling me that doesn't make sense. Tell me if that makes sense. Then they was like, why you can't hop the train to meet her? I didn't have bread, nor did I felt like I needed to provide bread to meet her for her wig. Right? So she's like, oh, send me back the bread. So I'm like, okay, you're going to get the bread back on Wednesday. It's Friday. Wednesday is basically, right there from Friday. It's only 5 days, which was, if you ask me, when you refund shit from your bank, it says 3 to 5 business days. Anyways, so she was like, I was telling her if she didn't want to come today or tomorrow, that she would get the money back on Wednesday. Here comes Sandy. You're a bad friend. Then here Sandy was trying to get the point across, like, girl, don't you have money? Like, you should have money. Like, you need to stop acting like you broke. She was like, yeah, sure. You acting like you're broke. Girl, if I'm telling you I'm broke, I'm broke. Then she's like, oh, don't you have an LV bag? Girl, you don't know what I possibly did for that bag. So don't watch that. You in my business.
Excuse me? You in my business? Yeah, don't do that. Anywho.
So I keep continuing to say to meet me on Nevins. Then Elmo said to go off myself. If I see you posting anything that, I buy, like any of my habits, I'm going to spend $10 to come and beat you up. Then here comes Sandy. Sandy was like, she's your man. She could have gotten it from somewhere else for cheaper. Mind you, I said 325, 13.6, 28 inches, 180 density. 325. I don't know. Y'all let me know down below. Y'all can get that same type of wig for $325 or less. So my phone had died between this argument because, like I said, I think the wig came at like 2 or 3, and this is like almost 5 or 6 now. So my phone died. I put on the charger. I come back to a bunch of like messages. So here comes Sandy. She was like, answer the phone for me. I'll send it in the Uber. Mind you, like I said, Sandy's in the Bronx. Then she's like, did you block me? Again, I said my phone was charging. She was like, all right. Elmo was getting ready near her on Evans. I'm like, when? What time? She was like, answer the phone. She could tell you. Mind you, I'm not answering the phone, like phone calls, because I want everything in words so nobody can get confused, because people's already getting confused with words. So me being on the phone and hearing the screaming and the yelling, that's and Sandy, being that she's not with Elmo, telling me she can't tell me the time that Elmo's getting there, which is obvious because I know you're far. And I feel like you shouldn't even be in this conversation, being that you didn't make the purchase. I'm explaining myself and you're just not in this purchase, And now it's time to meet Elmo on Evans. So first I'm going to put the screenshots. It's like an hour apart from the messages where she was like, why you can't answer? You're moving funny. And I'm asking her what time she be there. It's like 6, 7 o'clock. Like I said, I got the wig like at 3. She probably would have had the wig by now had she stayed on the train. So now I go meet her. So at the train station, you do not have to come out the turnstile to do any, like I could have basically gave her the wig again, free transfer, could have went back upstairs. She came to Nevins. She came out the gate and she was like, why you can't answer your phone? Why you wasn't answering your phone? Why you acting funny? Why you was talking hot in the messages? Mind you, in the messages, I was not cursing. In these screenshots, you will not see me curse not one word back. She was like, why you acting like that? Why you moving funny?
I just explained the reason. What was the reason?
Me, I try to give her wig. She gonna snatch the wig. She had her boyfriend come with her. I didn't even know her boyfriend was coming. And mind you, it could have just been in a $10 Uber. If both of y'all was coming on the train, it could have just been a $10 Uber. It could have been easily a $10 Uber and everybody would have been home. You would have been home, I would have been home, but hey, we're all at the train station. So she snatches her wig out my hand. And I had said I think I had said happy birthday, and I had turned around. And usually in confrontation, I can't help but to laugh. I don't know why. And I had just left the whole train station because there's no reason to argue at the train station because, we already did the transaction. Now I get back home. I want to say like 40 minutes later, she texts me. She was like, hey, I have a question about the wig. This is not a whole frontal. I can't change the part. Yo, can you take this? I don't want this back. She was like, she can't change the part in the wig. It's a 13 by 6, by the way. So I don't understand why she couldn't part the wig. And it's a new wig, mind you. It's not installed. She just gotten it. I guess she was looking at it when she got home. She was like, take this wig, or I'm coming to where you at to give you this wig back. I want my bread back so I could get another wig. And I'm telling her, okay, you have to wait till Wednesday. Obviously, if you just picked up the wig, you have to wait till Wednesday. She's like, what? I have to wait till Wednesday? If this was anybody else, I would have gotten my money back. What's wrong with you? Then Sandy was texting me. She was like, you can get back the money when you get it. Obviously, that's why I said Wednesday. Again, today is Friday. She was like, I want my money back. She doesn't want the wig anymore. So I'm like, cool. You have to wait till Wednesday. But she keeps texting me that she wants a refund. Okay, you have to wait till Wednesday. Because they both kept texting me and I have them on other social medias, I blocked her on my phone. She texted me on Facebook, oh, my stylist don't take this wig. It's shedding. Come get this wig. Don't block me. You're talking crazy. And when she had inboxed me, I told her, you had the option to get the wig back on Wednesday. It's a 13 by 6. Your stylist can definitely do a side part. And also, I gave her the option for letting me install the wig. She would have had a wig installed and a wig for $325. Then she's like, the wig is shedding. I took the wig out the packaging. I ran my hands through it. I flipped it. I measured the lace on each side, to see the air tabs to make sure the wig wasn't small. It was good on my mannequin head. Like, it was amazing. So, honestly, every account that she was trying to hassle me on, I blocked because you have to wait till Wednesday.
Told you that. I don't know how many times I got to say it, bitch. I'm gonna harass you and I'm gonna stalk you for the rest of your life. You made an enemy for the rest of your life. So that's 2 for your mistakes, honey. I don't give a fuck.
Then she was texting me that she wanted her money back, which I kept telling her she had to wait till Wednesday, but I guess she didn't want to hear that. I guess she wanted it right then and there. And to give you a little background information on Dior, I met her when I was working some low corny job right before I started doing hair. So she was just somebody new to the circle. She did not know the girl. This isn't very important. She did not know Elmo, nor she did not know Sandy. She just know of them because I told her, oh, those are my friends, my old friends. She was like, oh, okay. She only sees them when, you post your friends on social media. Elmo had texted Dior stating that, basically Dior needs to talk to me and tell her to give me the money back. Dior clearly says this has nothing to do with me. Then Elmo is continuing the conversation, right? This is the first. Elmo did this twice, I believe. They have a conversation twice. It's going to make sense later. They had a conversation twice, and this is the first conversation. Elmo was on Facebook. She was saying all types. I don't even know the extent of what was said. I only saw a select few. I'm going to just put a couple screenshots of that. Okay, but she was trying to go any way about it to try to get her money back, I guess. And what she was saying wasn't true because obviously I try to accommodate you. I also try to accommodate her because on my site, I do say I don't offer refunds. So make sure all sales is final. Make sure you get what you get and you have knowledge behind it. But because I know her and she was my friend, I was trying to accommodate her and try to, give her back her refund on Wednesday. Try to do her hair for free. Like, she literally didn't want that. Obviously, I'm trying to accommodate you. You didn't want the 30-inch wig. You didn't want to meet me on Nevins. You didn't want to put it in the Uber. You didn't want to wait until Wednesday to get your money back, which was only going to be 5 days. After a while, Elmo and Sandy was still on social media, but they did die down. I want to say 2 to 3 days after the fact. Disclaimer. When I put here in the Uber, if anything happens, if I literally would have had gave her refund, even after everything I'm about to say, had she had to wait till Wednesday. Even if, for example, if I had put that wig in the Uber and something would have happened to that wig during the time that I was in the Uber, of course I was going to give her her money back. But she wasn't making sense. She said her stylist couldn't install it and it was shutting. You did not install the wig yet. I already had the wig first. Your stylist couldn't install it, which I already tried to accommodate you to install the wig for cheap. So I really did not know how much more to help her instead of her just waiting till Wednesday. Now we're moving into, I want to say Monday. Mind you, she got the wig on Friday, guys. So now it's Monday morning. So this is where this is about to become a two-part story time. So on Monday morning, I had woken up to Dior texting me saying, hey, that girl is coming to where you at if you don't give her the money back. I told you to give her the bread back. I spoke to her and she said if she don't get it, she's coming to where you at. I want y'all to all know that girl ain't never say to give her bread back. I was telling her what was going on, and like a friend, she was like, oh, okay, and kept it pushing, because what she said in the screenshot, this has nothing to do with me. And also, I make all the wig orders. I do the laying of the lace, I do the promotion, I do the ads, I do the editing, I do everything. She was literally just my braider. So she did not have no right to do any executive decisions. Now, with Dior, the morning of when she texted me that the girl wanted her money back, I also had an out-of-state client that I met on TikTok come into town. And she was solely coming to New York from Missouri for me to lay her lace. Now, my braider, I was also doing hair out her Airbnbs because she lived in Airbnbs. When this situation has started on Friday, my braider started like moving funny, basically. She was saying like, oh, we couldn't do hair at her Airbnb anymore. Now we have to go back to her parents' building. I'm like, okay, cool. We go to her parents' building. I had to last minute notify my client that we was going to a different address. I want to say Saturday night. Yes, Saturday night. Sunday, like at night, at literally 11 at night, she was like, oh my gosh, we can't do hair at my parents' building. They're moving funny. So I'm like, what we're going to do? This is literally like less than 12 hours before the client's appointment. And literally all I need is a table to do hair, which I told her I'm going to put screenshots. She was like, I don't know. So she had a friend up here. I guess Jason. We're going to name her Jason. She had a friend up here named Jason. And basically, Jason has an Airbnb too, and I was asking her, like, can we do hair out of Jason's Airbnb, being that Dior is Jason's friend. So because she changed the address last minute on Saturday night, and I wasn't sure where we was going to do her install at the previous day, I decided to give my out-of-state client a free install. And she also purchased a wig. That's why she was coming to get it installed by me. And she also purchased the same 13x6 frontal wig just as Elmo had, and she also did a side part. And I would love to add, this client had dreads. She achieved a side part with the same exact wig Elmo had. And that lady looked like she loved her wig, even though my braider installed it. So I realized the Uber to Jason's Airbnb, it was too expensive that I couldn't cover the cost. So Dior said that she was going to do the client's Wig install being that she came all the way up here and she can't go back without a wig install. Come on now. She came to New York for a wig install. Let's go. So we all agreed that the client was going to go to Jason Airbnb. Mind you, it was in another city. We was in Brooklyn. Jason was in Queens at the time. So that's basically another city. Now, the morning of the day I'm supposed to take the client, which was Monday, the same day that Dior has texted me that the girl was going to come to where I'm at. I woke up at 12. My client appointment, I want to say 11:30. So I had woken up trying to log into my business page thinking that the client has texted it, looking for Dior something. I wake up, I cannot get into my business page at fucking all. I'm confused. So I texted Dior and I asked her, I'm like, what happened? I just woke up. Like, you can see the messages on the side, like I'm talking regular. I even said I block Elmo because she's not getting nowhere unless she waits till Wednesday. I see that my business page, I cannot log into it. When I go on my personal page, I see that I have no post on it, but my followers is there. My bio looks exactly the same, but my name where I had CEO is gone. So I'm so confused. I'm like, did they change the password or email? Then I see that basically Dior said that she wasn't going to give me my page back because, quote unquote, I'm wilding for not giving Elmo her money back. So Dior literally made this executive decision to try to take away my business page. She deleted all the photos on there. I want to say I probably had like 100 photos on my business page. She deleted all the work. She logged me out at 8 something in the morning while I was asleep. While she was supposed to be, I guess, getting ready for the client that she agreed to take. And yeah, and I was telling her, like, are you dumb? Like, are you dumb? Like, who really takes somebody else's business page? And the reason it's, are you dumb? Is because I have flyers behind my business. Like, I put flyers, I put ads. I literally said it in the screenshot. I put ads on those photos so my followers / customers can see them. Everybody plays ads. If you're a business, you're going to pay an ad. So when she deleted the photos, she deleted the ads that money was paid on. For what? For why? I don't know. Mind you, she never chipped in for anything. Those was my supplies, my page. She was just my braider. I paid her for every head she braided or every head I took at her Airbnb. And she was so stubborn on not giving me my login to my page back. And she also had my hair bag because I was doing hair at her Airbnb. I literally just started leaving my bag at her Airbnb. I probably did 2 heads before I started like leaving my bag there. 2 heads. Like, I just started leaving my bag there. So when she took the TikTok client, she took the bag because I'm the one with the materials. And she gave this reasoning of why she wasn't giving me my page back, of saying I was wrong. I should have never treated my best friend like that. If anybody knows me, I do not call nobody my best friend. I do not know the conversation her and Elmo had that morning and which sparked her to delete the page. Like, I feel like they genuinely had a conversation when she said that girl told her. Like, that is still up in the air. Still to this, I don't know what was said. I mean, I don't care because a lot of shit wasn't making sense. Like I said, she installed the same wig on my out-of-state client, and she proved the whole point I was trying to make. It's nothing wrong with the wig. You can bust a side part. So, me being me, I tried to get the bag. Nobody tried to give me the bag. When I texted Dior to try to go get the bag, I'm going to post the screenshot. She was like, I'm going to send your bag. You're acting like there wasn't a whole client here. Mind you, I already knew the client left. I already spoke to her. She already left her appointment by the time I asked for my bag. So she kept saying where the bag was at. She kept saying it was in Queens. I wanted the exact address so I can come there to get my bag. She kept saying Queens. She wasn't giving me the exact address, which wasn't making sense. So I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, because I knew that something in me knew that she was just going to try to run off with my bag. Like, it just makes sense. It was a bottle of Erica J in there, bitch. A bottle of... And let's talk about my Erica J's. Erica J is the best lace glue. That's why she robbed me for it. That's why she robbed me for it. It was the big bottle of Erica J. And may I might add, she was taking so long for the release that I was waiting real long to get that bottle that she took. It was the big $100 bottle of lace glue. And I kid you not, I only did a few installs on that. So Dior blocked me on everything. She blocked me on her phone. She definitely blocked me on Facebook, Instagram. So, I just took my L for what it was. This happened all on Monday, guys. All on Monday. By Tuesday, I was already ordering new stuff. Literally the next day when I realized my number was blocked. Most of my supplies came at the end of the week, except my lace glue that I had to wait another month for. And on Tuesday also, I was able to make a new account, new page. I lost my page at 500. In April, I want to say everything happened, April or May. So that's when everything happened. And right now, it's basically December, and my page is back at 1K organically. Period. So the new Instagram is melanin_styles_. And I may say my page layout is way better. Everything is way organized. Dior also, during that whole weekend, she had made her own hair page. And then I had noticed that she used an old logo that I never got a chance to use the logo, but she used a logo that somebody made for me, which we didn't agree on using the logo at all. So I was surprised when she tried to use it for her own business, even though on that original logo my business name was also on it. But hey, to each his own. She took my logo and made it hers for her new business. Yeah, that also, when I had seen that, I also rebranded, so I gave myself a new logo. So everything on the page is brand new. Even though I did not do nothing to the girl, you have to understand. You changed the password on my page. You took my hair bag. I lost money on my business. And you don't like me because... To conclude this story time, after Tuesday, everybody pretty much left me alone. I guess when they seen the page got deleted. Fake pages obviously popped up. Even still to this day, it's December, and this situation happened in April. And Dior, I'm gonna show these little screenshots. I always think it's funny when Facebook shows me the one little other. This screenshot of her posting me in her story.
Bitches are weird.
So yeah.
Bitches are weird, for real. Like, bitches are mad weird.
So that's the end to our story time. That's about a time a girl tried to steal my business from me. Obviously, it didn't work. Tell me if you like this story time. I definitely have another story time. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Later.
We know you pussy, just look in your eyes, and we know he a hoe, he don't need no disguise. He got a pussy, it's fatter than mine. Niggas be hating, they from the city. hoes, my niggas be with me. Gangsta bitch, Agents of Diddy. Slim body, titties, pretty. He wanna fuck, but I want a milli. I'm for the perks.